Hey, Evan. Obviously, Georgia's got a really good front. You guys will have to block. What is it going to take to slow them down, or just give you guys time to be able to do things offensively?
It's going to take us, executing our game plan. It starts today, going out there, having a good practice, making sure we're prepared to go in, shoot. We don't need me to say it, but they're really, really talented, group up front. The whole nation knows that. We have a great challenge ahead of us, I'm excited for it.
Charlie.
Hey, Evan. Just what did you think of the way that Trey Sanders stepped in for B Rob on Saturday in the Iron Bowl? And if Brian can't go, just how confident are you guys in Trey that he can shoulder the load out of the backfield?
I'm extremely confident in Trey. Trey comes in to work every day, works his tail off, makes sure, he makes sure he's prepared. And whenever his number was called on Saturday, he came in and answered the bell. Came in and hurdled the guy. So I ain't seen that out of him since high school, so I'm really proud of him. We have the utmost confidence in him that he's going to go in and get the job done.
Michael.
How motivating is it to you when you hear just how great Georgia's defense is, one of the best defenses, maybe in the past decade? How much does that motivate you guys up front?
It's really motivating. It motivates us to make sure we come with our A game. But we're all competitors, man. It's what it's all about. They're the best. Okay, shoot, ready to go out there, line up, man. Let's play. It's what it's all about.
Tony.
Evan, after a game like the Iron Bowl where things don't necessarily go your way from an offensive line standpoint, do you kind of rally the troops and is there something said, or do you just kind of tackle that during a film session? What happens, kind of after a game like that?
Well, obviously, you have to watch the film, acknowledge the mistakes, but also have to look at some of the good things we did, because it wasn't all bad. I mean, we did more bad things than we would like, but just watch the film, go out there, fix the things in practice, and just move on. We can't, sit and dwell on, the past whenever we have a really big game this week. So we just need to do everything in our power, to make sure we have a good week of practice, good mental energy, good focus, so that way we can go out there and execute this Saturday.
Jeff.
Yeah, Evan, there were several times that John Mechie said after the game that Bryce Young is the GOAT. What, in your opinion, makes him the GOAT?
He's just poised, man. He's just poised. It's almost eerie. He's just really unfazed, unshaken. He's a talented football player. You guys see that every Saturday. And also the way he prepares and the way he approaches the game. Him being so young, man, that's really special,
Mike.
Just having played in a few of these games in Atlanta, what are you expecting as far as crowd noise compared to some of the road environments that you've been on and the communication for the line?
Well, every time I played in Atlanta, the crowd noise wasn't, too crazy. But I mean, that's something that we'll be, prepared for if that is an issue. But that's not something that we were thinking about.
Michael.
If you could give a grade to the offensive line for this season, what would you give it?
Well, I'm not the coach, so I can't grade us. That might be a coach a question for Coach Saban or Coach Marone. But hey, we're work in progress. One thing I do know is every guy in that room goes in, shows up to work every day, and works their butt off. It hasn't been all perfect, but hey, we have made positive growth this season as O-line. I love every guy in that room, and I'm extremely proud of every guy in that room.
Tony.
With you being close with Trey, did you talk with him about what might be his biggest opportunity this week? And if so, what did you tell him?
Well, me and Trey, man, we were really close. We were roommates at IMG. We really didn't speak too much on the game this weekend because it's already understood. He knows what he has to do. He knows the opportunity. He knows what's in front of him. He's prepared. I'm just, excited for him. I'm happy for him. He gets the opportunity to go out there and do his thing. I'm a dang sure, block my heart out for him.
Nick.
So often in games, you guys are playing an underdog, but now you're facing the number one team. What's it like to be on the other side of that?
Well, it's not often that Alabama's on the other side of that, but hey, we just got to control what we can control. We're approaching this game like any other game. We're approaching this game with intentions to win. Obviously Georgia's a great team. Probably one of the best defense that we saw all year. So we just got to prepare, man. Just prepare all week. Take it one day at a time. So that way Saturday we can go out there and execute.
Michael.
In the past, things like this, being an underdog would be used as motivation, signs be hung around the locker room, the weight room. Is that something they're trying to use this week to motivate you guys as underdogs?
I hadn't seen any signs or anything, not as much, but I don't feel like us being an underdog, is motivating us. I just feel like us being competitors and us wanting to go out, and just win and just be who we are. I feel like that's what motivates us.
Katie.
Hey, Evan. I know you wouldn't have been there at the same time as him, but Jacory's another IMG guy that made a big play on Saturday. Just what is it about you IMG guys stepping up and making plays at Alabama?
Hey, I'm really proud of Jacory. IMG's kind of like a mini Alabama. Basically, how they structure everything. They really make sure guys come out of IMG prepared to go into college and prepared to step in and fill in a role. So hats off to IMG Academy, their entire program, the way they develop, us as players. And also, man, I'm extremely proud of Jacory. That was his actual first touchdown. So he didn't expect Jameson to get called out of the game, but whenever his number was called, he was ready. So I'm extremely proud of him.